Okay. Um. All right. Good evening, everyone. Forecaster Mason Lewis here with the Fast Track Storm Center tornado warning just issued for um, Southern Union County, Indiana, as well as southeastern Fayette County, Indiana. This goes until 8:45 this evening. Uh, there we go. Okay. Anyway, 8:45 this evening for this new tornado warning for Union and Fayette counties. This is the storm that was that prompted the tornado warning for Franklin County. Now moving up to the northeast, so look out Liberty. Even though you're outside this tornado warning polygon box, uh, still be on the lookout. But if you live in southern Union County, Indiana, as well as southeastern Fayette County, Indiana, or northern Franklin County, you need to be taking cover right now, okay? The storm has had radar indications of a tornado, of potentially producing a tornado. I don't want to say having a tornado on the ground because that would be the wrong terms right now because this storm has not produced a tornado yet, but it could. We are seeing a hook echo showing up on radar. This is that little notch right there that you can see. I'll go ahead and zoom in on that area. Um, see here. So where you're seeing this hook right here, this is what we call an inflow notch, where we get winds that get sucked into the storm. Or otherwise they push into the storm and then they wrap around where the area of rotation is. Okay, so where this inflow notch is, that's where the rotation is. Okay, and to the north of there, you see this dark shading right there? That's indicating where the hail core may be located. Okay, so to the north of the rotation, oftentimes we can get some hail to occur, but right here on the southern tail of the storm is where we're seeing this rotation. I just heard a ding coming from the weather bulletin. Okay, so that previous tornado warning expired for Franklin County. So the southern tornado warning right here for Franklin County has expired. So this new one's going to take over, okay? So if you live in any of these locations I'm going to call out, Brookville, Salem, Blooming Grove, Metamora, Dunlapsville, Whitewater State Park, if you're near Whitewater State Park, Charlottesville, Billingsville, Mound State Recreation Area, and Irvin, Everton, you need to be in your shelters right now. I'm going to go ahead and flip over to my velocity, and sure enough, there's the rotation right there. Right here is where we are seeing the rotation within this particular thunderstorm that is just to the south. But you have to understand the circulation part of the storm is still to the south of Union County, Indiana, so it's still in northern Franklin County. But where you're seeing the reds and greens on the velocity scans, that's telling us that we have outbound and inbound winds in reference to where the radar site is located. Outbound winds is what we see shaded in red. Green inbound winds, and when you get them very close to one another, like we are seeing here on the velocity scans, that is indicating that is showing rather that this of how tightly wrapped this storm is becoming. Okay, like I said, this is a radar indicated rotation. There has not been any sightings of a tornado on the ground. But also keep in mind, in addition to this tornado warning, okay, this is also the area that is in the tornado watch. Okay, so this is the best area that's primed the most to see some severe weather over the next hour or so. Okay, again, so if you're just joining me here on Facebook Live or even on YouTube, as I am simulcasting this live stream on YouTube. If you're just joining me, we have a tornado warning for southeastern Fayette County, southern Union County, and northern Franklin County, Indiana, until 8:45 this evening. Let me double check the time on that. Yeah, 8:45 this evening. I'm going to go ahead and pop up my correlation coefficient, which is also known as my debris tracker. This is something that we look at to see if whether or not there's any signs of any possible debris. And it looks like right now I don't see clear debris signatures showing up with the storm. So that's certainly some positive news, but also something that you should not take very lightly. Just because we don't have any debris signatures showing up with the storm and we don't have any confirmation of a tornado on the ground at the moment, doesn't mean that the storm is not capable of producing a tornado. The setup that we have is favorable enough for tornadoes to develop. Okay, there was actually a tornado, interesting enough, a tornado, a large one that struck in southwest Indiana that moved out of western Kentucky, moved up into southern Indiana, and it was not a small tornado, it was a large tornado. Okay, so any tornado that develops will be more than likely a strong tornado. Okay, just because of the setup. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and switch back to radar, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a track on this storm to see exactly where it's headed. Really, there we go, right there. We can get one where the right where the center of that circulation is. Oh, that just moved up. Okay. Okay. So Liberty, 12 minutes, 35 minutes to Boston. So even though no warning right now for Wayne County, Indiana, but Boston certainly you need to be on standby. Really. Liberty, same thing. West College Corner, also be on standby because you just never know when this warning will get extended. Okay. There's the updated track. So Liberty now 27 minutes, 50 minutes to Boston, and then New Paris, if this holds together, New Paris, you'll likely see it in 75 minutes. Okay. Now I want you to notice something briefly. This left side box. This right side one, that's the that's the estimated times of arrival. Okay, that's the city impact list. This left one is information on this particular storm. Kind of tells us what it may have within it. Okay, so these two lines down here, the rotation and tornado, that's if the radar has detected a very tight rotation, which right now is a tight rotation, but it's not tight enough to produce a tornado. That's why it says none detected. Also the hail side, the severe hail, really, 30%. That means there's more of a low chance of severe hail, and hail, though, could be as large as an inch in diameter. Okay, so some large hail, though. I'm going to go ahead and zoom down in here. I'm going to take this cell track off, this hail indicator. We're going to go down and we're going to get street level here into Union County as this notch right here is starting to get ready to cross out of Franklin County and into Union County. So Union County, if you live in southwestern Union County right now, you need to be in your safe spot right now. Okay, again, no tornado has been spotted, nor do we have any debris signatures showing up with the storm at the moment. But still, you need to treat this as if there is one on the ground because, like I said, there was a large tornado that struck in southwest Indiana earlier this evening. Okay, and so these storms are going to be capable of maybe producing tornadoes more than likely, okay, because of the setup, okay? And like I said, this is the area that is in the tornado watch that goes until midnight, okay? So, southwestern Union County, southeastern Fayette County right now, be in your safe spot as this notch is getting ready to cross Franklin County. It'll move into southwestern Union County and perhaps clip the far southeastern corner of Fayette County, but it looks like Union County, the southwestern corner of the county, is what's going to take the most impact on this notch, really. Again, this notch is where we have winds that are being sucked into the storm and then they're wrapping back around. So you get winds that it's like, it's an updraft, okay? Kind of like right. Okay, so that mostly occurs right here where we see this purple. That's where we maybe have an hail occur. In fact, like I said, oftentimes there's an update from Fast Track Doppler radar. You see that notch now across the county line, Franklin County, and now into Union County, Indiana. So it looks like it's taking more of a straight up northeast track. So it looks like, so Fayette County, while you are not dealing with the rotational part of this storm, you're dealing with more than likely some heavy rain, gusty winds, lightning, and some hail as well. as we do see some purple starting to show up on radar. That is usually where we see the heaviest rain and most times the hail. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get street level, like I said, into Union County. So the way that this works is that if I call a street name that is familiar to you, it may either be your street or it may be a street that is like 5 minutes down the road from you, okay? Either way, if you hear a street name that sounds familiar to you that is nearby, take cover, okay? Alright? So, Arthur Curry Road. Hold on, I just heard one ding from the weather bulletin. Okay, so it's just continue the tornado warning. Okay. Anyway, so Arthur Curry Road. If you live along Arthur Curry Road, take shelter, okay? That goes for County Road 650 South, South Clean Road. I apologize if I mispronounce. South Bath Springs Road. We have Kaser Drive, West Code Road rather. West Curry Road. Let's see here. We can get some of these smaller ones. That's a lightning alert in Madison. West Egypt Hollow Road. South Snowden Road. That's West Cove Road. And then down in here, in this area right here, maybe we can grab a couple. I don't know. County Road 550 South. Here. County Road 190 West. And then County Road 500 South. That's Kaser Drive. West Contreras Pike. County Road 450 South. South Base Road. Okay, so this area right in here needs to be in their safe spot, okay? This entire area that is in South Central Union County, Indiana, needs to be in the safe spot right now, okay? Again, no tornado has been spotted, but we do have indications that the storm will more than likely produce one. But we have a clear inflow notch. We have scans with velocity showing a very tight rotation. I'll go ahead and pop that up here right now. There we go, right there. Right here. There's our main area. And it looks like right here, we may be getting another area of rotation trying to develop. So we may have 1, 1, and 2 right here. So it may be a 1-2 punch with this storm, okay? So this could be a circulation that could involve some cycling. And when I say cycle, that means we're watching one circulation die out and another one forming right behind where the first one was, okay? It's also known as regeneration, okay? Again, where we have one circulation that dies out and another one develops and comes in right behind where the first one was. So whereas this one is starting to look a bit more broad, this one is starting to form and starting to look even more tight, okay? Where we see the red and the green touching very, very close to each other, okay? But I'm more concerned about this area right here because we're seeing more of those brighter greens and brighter reds trying to come closer and closer together. So this area, this circulation right here, I'm worried about, but I'm also keeping my eye on this one. Again, I think it's worth doing a fresh recap right now. So for those of you that are just joining me here on Facebook Live, I have been on the air now for the past few minutes covering a tornado warning that is in effect for parts of southern Union County, as well as southeastern Fayette County and northern Franklin County until 8:45. So we have another few minutes left on this warning. We'll wait and see what the National Weather Service decides to do, whether they're going to let this one go or if they're going to extend it to include portions of Wayne and Preble counties. So I'll go ahead and zoom back in, and I'm going to switch over to my debris tracker. So hopefully I can get that up here. I may have to pop the live one up. Okay. This is the live scan version of my correlation coefficient. Still not seeing clear debris signatures showing up at this moment, so that's some. Okay, there's the new tornado warning that I was just talking about right there. And there's my weather radio. I'm going to get a drink of water. I'll be right back.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for Union County, Indiana, southwestern Preble County until 9:15 p.m. At 8:40 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Liberty, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Hazard, tornado. Source, radar indicated location. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Liberty, Taylor, Dunlapville, Wood Station, Whitewater State Park, Kitchell, Fairhaven, Cleveland Corner, Williamsville, Clifton, and Cottage Grove. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a city building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, go to our website at weather.gov/ILM and submit your report via social media, where you can do so safely.
Alright, I'm back with you now. That was the information for the new tornado warning that includes the rest of Union County, Indiana, as well as Preble County, Ohio. This goes until 9:15, this new warning does. So we are looking at the storm holding together as it is continuing to move to the northeast, again at 28 miles an hour, so not moving all that fast, but still not something that we don't like to see. So as you see here on our velocity scans, we are still continuing to see this area of rotation. We have one area that was trying to develop behind the original area, which is this back area tried to develop a second spot of rotation, and that died out. And now this one's trying to re-strengthen. Excuse me. So if you live in Union County, if you live in Liberty, you need to be in your safe spot now, Liberty. If you live in western Preble County, you need to be in your safe spot. Wayne County, I know that the warning does not exactly include you, although it's touching the border of Wayne County. I would still go ahead and seek shelter because as this storm continues to move to the northeast, if it continues to hold together with this rotational indicators, the warning may get extended again and may include Wayne County. So the new warning could include southeastern Wayne County and western Preble County. So we're talking straight west of Eaton. So that we'll worry about when it comes out. But right now, this new tornado warning, and that first tornado warning right there that includes southern Union County, and southeastern Fayette County, has expired. You saw that red box go away, so this new tornado warning is going to be taking over, okay? So I'll go ahead and, first of all, I got to take this out. Okay, so tornado warning expires for Fayette, Franklin, and Union counties in the end, so that's good. 8:45 was the expiration time, so that's good. So now we are dealing with this new tornado warning. But hold on a second here. I just got a text message, saw it come through. from a viewer. Um, so, we have a new tornado warning. This is for Butler and Warren counties in Ohio.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Butler County, west central Warren County until 9 p.m. At 8:45 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Westchester, moving north at 30 miles an hour. Hazard: tornado. Source: radar indicated rotation. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Middletown, Fairfield, Mason, Monroe, Trenton, Westchester, Old Westchester, Four Bridges, Leamington, Hughes, Maud, Beckett Ridge, and Mount Bound. This includes I-75 in Ohio between mile markers 19 and 31. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. To report severe weather, go to our website at weather.gov/ILM and submit your report via social media, where you can do so safely.
Alright, I'm back with you now. That was the information for the new tornado warning. That includes eastern Butler County and western Warren County. This goes until 9 o'clock, okay? So it's for this cell right here. We're going to jump back into Union County. Union County and Preble County, I've not forgotten about you guys. This is a new warning, okay? I'll get right back to you guys, okay? So this is a new tornado warning for eastern Butler County and western Warren County until 9 o'clock. This includes Monroe, Middletown, Fairfield, Mason, Monroe, Trenton, Westchester, Old Westchester, Four Bridges, Wetherington, Hughes, Maud, Beckett Ridge, and Mofftown. So if you live in any of those areas that I just called out, be taking cover right now. This storm looks like the rotation, if anything, it's going to be this area right here, just to the east of Hamilton, and to the east-southeast of New Miami. So there's New Miami and there's Hamilton. So this area right here looks like is where the rotation is trying to develop. You can see we have red and green again on our velocity scans. So that's telling us we have winds going away from the radar and towards the radar. So outbound and inbound winds at the same time circulating. Alright? So we'll have to watch this storm, okay? Again, that is also radar indicated. Let's go back to Union County because this is where we also have a tornado warning that continues until 9:15. So this is definitely starting to become a more well-defined circulation right here, where we still have this rotation trying to tighten up. Right here, there we go. There's a new update for fast track Doppler radar. You see those red? You can see we're starting to see more of those brighter greens and brighter reds coming closer and closer together. So that's indicating that the winds are starting to pick up speed within this particular storm. Okay, when that happens, that can mean one of two things: the winds themselves are picking up, or that a tornado is trying to form, and that can enhance the winds. Okay. Not saying that there is a tornado on the ground because we haven't had a report of the tornado on the ground yet. This is all radar indicated. Both of these storms are radar indicated rotation, okay? If I get spotter reports or if these polygons change to pink or purple or lavender or whatever it is, I think it's lavender is what I have it set with. Anyway, if the polygons change color, then that means we have an observed tornado on the ground. Right now, they're staying red. That means we have a radar-indicated rotation, okay? But if I do get any spotter reports or if these polygons do change colors, I will certainly let you know, all right? And again, if you're just joining me here on Facebook Live, I'm forecaster Mason Williams with the Fast Track Storm Center. I've been on the air for the past few minutes now covering a tornado warning covering now 2 tornado warnings. One, this is the latest one this is one of the latest ones. This is for Union County and Western Preble County until 9:15. We also have a new one that just got issued that I just showed you for Eastern Butler County and Western Warren County, both in Ohio. That goes until 9 o'clock. Looks like the circulation with this storm is starting to weaken a little bit, so it doesn't look as, so in other words, it doesn't look as tightly wrapped as the one up in Union County does, but still maybe seeing some circulation trying to develop. We're trying to see some reds and greens trying to come closer together right here, but doesn't look as impressive as it did when the warning was first issued. But it's also not tightly wrapped like the one up in Union County is, okay? So we'll keep an eye on this storm. We'll get back up to Union County, and we're going to get street level now because this storm is making its way. It's going to be it's passing right over Liberty right now, okay? The circulation, though, part of this storm is just to the southeast of Liberty. So to give you a point of reference, there's Liberty right there. And then here's where the circulation is right there. You can tell us where the circulation is because we're seeing that again, that inflow notch right there. This notch where the winds are pushing into the storm, and then they're circulating right back around. Okay, so I'm gonna get street level in this area. Okay, I'm gonna put the velocities on to help me know where the rotation exactly is. Okay, and this is a very, very tightly wrapped circulation. So. Liberty Avenue, South Salem Road, South Liberty Pike, East Fosdick Road, County Road 290 South. I'm going to zoom in more. South Salem Road, County Road 200 East. That is South Round Barn Road. Round Barn Road. East Breen Road, County Road 200 East again. That is County Road 50 South. We have South Salem Road again. This is East Greenwood Church Road, County Road 100 East. Okay, and into Liberty. Well, actually, this is a new update. Okay, this is not looking good at all because we are starting to see these winds picking up more and more. Okay? Okay, so that's just the gray area, but I want to take a sample of these winds. Okay, so 50 miles an hour outbound and 20 miles an hour inbound. So 5, 6, 7, 7. That's going to give us the possibility of a wind speed of 70 miles an hour, folks. So anyway, let's get back into street level here. See what else is here. Now we're hearing thunder here at the studio. County Road 250 East, County Road 50 North, East Greenwood Church Road. Like I said, here. County Road 400 East, County Road 200 North, and then up here, County Road 350 North, and that's County Road 150 East. That's North-South Road, and County Road 400 North. So really, Union County, you need to be in your safe spot, okay? You have to be. Let's check out our other tornado warning in Eastern Butler County and Western Warren County, because that's where we also have a tornado warning. Looks like the circulation, it has weakened on this storm, so I'm not too concerned about it, but I'm going to keep my eyes on this storm, okay? Even though the circulation has weakened, I'm going to keep an eye on this part right here where the greens are trying to form and come in contact with the reds. Right now that's broad rotation, just to the south of Monroe. This is just to the west of I-75. There's a new update from Fast Track Doppler Radar. Okay, so it looks like the circulation on this storm has weakened. It doesn't look as impressive as it did a little while ago. Hold on. Sorry about that. Anyway, the circulation on this storm doesn't look as impressive as it did before, so I'm not too concerned about it. But this is just to the west of Interstate 75. So there's Interstate 75. Let me see what this is. This is a new message. Continues tornado warning for. Okay, so just continue the tornado warning for Union and Preble counties still until 9:15. Tornado warning has expired. They will expire the tornado warning for Butler and Warren County, so that's good news. So if you live in eastern Butler County or western Warren County, you're okay. That tornado warning is going to be allowed to expire because the rotation has obviously, the rotation has obviously weakened considerably on that storm. Whereas this one is still very concerning. This is one where we still have the tornado warning in effect for Union and Preble counties until 9:15. So we're going to let the one in eastern Butler County and western Warren County go because that one's going to be allowed to expire coming up here at 9 o'clock, as I just heard from the National Weather Service. This one, however, this warning goes until 9:15 still. And keep in mind, tornado watch continues until midnight for Fayette and Union counties in Indiana, as well as Preble, Butler, and Warren counties in Ohio, okay? So, best chance for some severe weather is in the southwestern corner of the Miami Valley, okay? This is a very, very tightly wrapped circulation, still moving to the northeast, still holding strong. There's a new update from Fast Track Doppler Radar, still continuing to go on. I'll go ahead and switch over to my debris tracker to see if we can get any, to see if we can look at any indications of possible debris. Not seeing anything too alarming at all, really. So that's certainly some good news that we don't have any debris signatures showing up with this storm. We don't like to see that. Okay, so here's the level 3 version of correlation coefficient. There we go. Okay, so I'm not sure where this is from, really. Right here. There's a lightning rod for New Madison because there is a shower coming. So this right here, this is some bright shading. We don't have a, like I said, we don't have a confirmation of a tornado on the ground at this moment. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is from perhaps a downburst of winds. Okay, because oftentimes when you get a downburst of winds occur, it can kick up some debris, just like a tornado can. And very often you'll see a debris signature show up on radar when there's no tornado, okay? Not because there's a tornado forming out of nowhere, just because the winds have kicked up some debris up into the air, okay, to where we have a debris signature showing up. But this is not tornadic debris, I don't believe. Let me see if that's co-located with where the rotation is. Let me go back over to velocity scans. And it's actually co-located. I don't think we have a tornado on the ground though. However, this is looking very, very concerning, really, as we now have this rotation splitting into two. Okay, so we have this pocket of rotation right here that is very, very tightly wrapped. Then we have this back end that is towards Liberty, where the greens are starting to come together even more with this area right here. So we have 1, 2, or 1 and 2 areas of rotation with the storm. So whereas the rotation was just one whole circulation before, now it's split up to where it's two different sections. To where it's two different sections of rotation, really, instead of it being one whole circulation, okay? But if you're in Union County or Western Preble County or Western Preble County, you have to stay in your safe spot. Remember, if you don't have a basement, go to the interior most interior center point of your house. That's such as a bathroom, closet, stairwell, a hallway. If you must be in a room without a window, certainly as the greatest threat is going to be damage from glass. Okay, all right. So but take shelter in a room that doesn't have windows. Okay, if you have to be in a room with a window, take some mattresses, blankets, pillows, whatever you might have. Take them with you. Put them over the top of you. That'll protect you from any flying debris. If you have a helmet, or if you have kids and they have helmets, doesn't matter if it's a baseball helmet, football helmet, bicycle helmet, softball helmet. It doesn't matter. If you have a helmet, period, get the helmets on. Both you and your kids, okay? Because head trauma is blamed for most injuries and deaths in tornadoes. Alright? And now we're hearing thunder here, even more here in the studio. Alright? So, if you're in a car, get out of the car. Do not try to outrun the storm. Instead, pull off to the side of the road and hunker down, okay? Or if you have time, get out and get into a ditch. Lie down in a ditch, okay? Flat in a ditch. Alright, maybe some riverbed. Or maybe pull into like a gas station or a grocery store or something, or like basically a place that's more substantial rather than your car, okay? Because your car can obviously get wafted very easily by a tornado, okay? If you are driving on an overpass, do not seek shelter underneath an overpass or even on an overpass. Avoid them. What happens with overpasses is that the winds can get funneled. The winds from a tornado can get funneled in and can actually accelerate, okay? And can appear fast and can seem faster than they actually are, okay? Get out of your mobile home if you are living in a mobile home or a trailer home. Not a safe place to be. Even if there's no tornado with the storm, there could be some very, very strong damaging winds, okay? And what happens with mobile homes is that they're not always properly secured down to the ground like they should be. So the winds can actually get underneath your mobile home and actually lift it. And if you try to take shelter underneath your mobile home, when your mobile home gets lifted up, the tornado will just drop your mobile home right down on you, and that will either injure you or kill you. Okay? So avoid those. Get to a more substantial shelter, okay? Apartment building, you want to get down to the lowest level of your apartment building, if you can. Primarily, the laundry room, the office, if possible. I know they may be closed for the night. Or maybe even one of your neighbors that's on the very lowest level of your apartment complex. Get downstairs to your neighbor that lives on the lowest level of your apartment complex and just say, hey, is it okay if we stay here tonight just to be safe, okay? And hopefully they'll be understanding, okay? But just get down to the lowest level, okay? So we're watching the storm here. Right now it is 9:05. We are continuing to follow a tornado warning that is still in effect for parts of Union County, Indiana, as well as western Preble County in Ohio. That still goes in effect until 9:15. We have been watching this storm coming in with some very strong indications of rotation. Really, with this storm, I'm going to zoom out and say it to the rest of you that may be watching me, okay? If you're watching this live stream and you live in, say, Dayton, Lewisburg, Greenville, Piqua, Tip City, if you live anywhere else in the viewing area and you're watching me and you're asking me, why are you not talking about me? I'll say it to you this way. If I am not talking about you at this point, that is a good thing. I urge you to be prepared for heavy rain and maybe even some small hail on any of these other storms that you see across the southern part of Miami Valley. Lewisburg, you're about to pick up on some heavy rain. If you're driving on I-70, you're going to pick up on some heavy rain very, very shortly. Those of you in Union County and Western Preble County are dealing with the most serious situation right now, and we still have a tornado warning that continues until 9:15. Still another few minutes with this warning, as this storm is continuing to move off to the northeast. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a track on this storm and see where it's heading to next. Okay, so give me a second here. Let me see if we can get a skip. There we go. All right. So Boston 8 minutes. Liberty 18 minutes. I don't know why it's saying 18 minutes Liberty, because that storm's already passed over the top of you. Okay, I just saw the warning change slightly. It cut back on the western part of this warning. So Liberty, you are no longer in the warning. I don't know why the track was saying that really. But what I can do is I can actually give you what's called a manual storm track on this storm. And so let me get an indication of speed first. This is moving to the northeast at approximately 40 miles per hour, okay? So let me zoom out here. No, 28 miles an hour, excuse me. I read it wrong. So give me a second here. There you go. El Dorado, 37 minutes. 40 minutes, West Manchester. Castine, 44 minutes. Ithaca, 50 minutes. Gordon, 53 minutes. 56 minutes to Arcanum, okay? So, no warnings in effect currently for Darke County or even the northern half of Preble County or even Wayne County at this point. Which is certainly some good news, but certainly something that could happen eventually. We're still seeing some indications of rotation here on our velocity scans, as we still do have two areas of rotation. One right here that is about to cross out of Union County and into Preble County, so about to cross the state line, and then another one back here that is just outside the tornado warning polygon, back towards Liberty. This one back here looks a little bit more broad. However, this very part right here looks like it's trying to tighten up a lot more. Looks like it's trying to tighten up really. So we'll keep an eye on that. But this one right here, I'm very, very concerned about, because this one is the tightest area of rotation right now. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip over to correlation coefficient again, and we're going to check it out and see if we still don't have any debris signatures. And hopefully we don't. Fingers crossed. But let's see, okay? Debris tracker. Okay, we're hearing that thunder outside, okay. This is a little bit iffy right here. I'm seeing what looks to be a debris signature right here, but this is out ahead, far out ahead of that circulation. And obviously some bright shading up there, but that's with the wind really, that may be locking some debris up there outside of the tornado warned area. But this right here is very, very concerning. I wonder if there may be something developing right there. I don't know. So let's take a look and see what's coming from the National Weather Service. Okay, so good news right now. Still no reports of a tornado on the ground, so that's good. What time is it right now? It's 9:10. Still have a few minutes left on this tornado warning. That goes until 9:15 for Union and Preble counties. I'm going to go ahead and flip over to the velocity again. Yeah, that's way far out ahead of that rotation, really. So I don't believe we have a tornadic debris signature. Give me a second here. I got to cycle the radar. There we go. Okay. Let's actually go ahead and we'll go over to the. There we go. Never mind. I was going over to the next red radar. Um, while we have them over here, I'm actually going to pop the hail tracker on and see if we have any indications of hail. It looks like we don't, so that's good. So it looks like these storms are not hail producing storms. They're more of a rotational tornadic producing storms, really. I'm going to pop my wind shear tracker on here. This is something that I looked at to see if there's any changing in the wind, specifically from ground all the way up into upper levels of the atmosphere. And if it shows up, when we start to get some shear going, we'll see some globs of red show up. And if we don't, that means the shear is not strong enough. This is a new alert. Let's see here.
The National Weather Service in Wilmington has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Wayne County, northeastern Union County, Indiana, central Florida County until 9:45 p.m. At 9:10 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles northeast of Liberty, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Hazard: 60 miles an hour wind gusts and any size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: expect damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Richmond, Eaton, Lewisburg, New Paris, West Alexandria, Boston, Richmond Municipal Airport, Wood Station, Fairhaven, Freedman's Corner, Oklahoma, west of Florence, Peachum, Interstate 70 at US Route 127, Mudville, Sugar Valley, Lake Rocky Glen, New Hope, and Leadville. This includes I-70 in Ohio between mile marker 0 and 14.
Okay, back with you now. Waiting for this polygon to pop up. But this is going to be a new severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued. Let's see here if we can take a look. International weather service. Maybe refresh the chat. Oh, what's going on my computer? So apparently we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has just come out. Okay. This is not one to show up. Okay. So until we get that warning to pop up, we'll go ahead and get back to the storm. Okay, so we still have this tornado warning that continues. Actually, it's 9:13 right now, so this tornado warning continues for another few minutes here. I'm gonna take the radar away. I just need to cycle it. Okay, I need to cycle the radar. Okay, so you'll see the radar go away for a little bit. It's gonna come right back though. Okay, I'm pulling up right now. Okay, but if you are in Union County or Preble County, that tornado warning will expire here very soon. It has been replaced with a severe thunderstorm warning. Hopefully, if I can get the radar to come back up. Give me 1 second here. You're gonna see a flicker or flash behind me, okay? We're still hearing that thunder outside. Come on. I'm going to go ahead and check my radar scope as we are waiting. Okay, so that tornado warning has been allowed to expire and is no longer in effect, so that's good, really. And it's certainly some good news. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued, though. we'll give the radar some time to load here, and then we'll hopefully go with a severe thunderstorm warning. But if you live in Union County or Preble County, you can come out of your safe spot now. The storm, the rotation apparently is not as strong as it was before. So you can see that the radar is loading up again, okay? We're hearing that thunder outside still. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and check out the circulation within the storm. It's like the circulation, the radar needs to update, okay. See if we can get a good scan in. This is the live scan feature that my radar has. So it actually updates the map, really. Hopefully. I hope so. Actually, let's just go to the next rad radar. If I can get that up here. There's some lightning that I just saw. So basically, severe thunderstorm warning. Let me see what this says. Okay, that's a lightning alert. Give me a second here, folks. Put this out. Maybe it'll pull up the chat on my phone. That's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm pulling up the thing on my phone. The bulletin. I don't see the new warning. Okay, so this is the next rad radar right here. So, yeah, you can see the storm trucking right along to the northeast, okay? So I'll end it right here, really. I do appreciate everyone that tuned in, really, to this live stream. I'm sorry about the ending, really. But I am glad, though, that we did not have any touchdowns, really. So that is it for now. If I have any other warnings, I will certainly pass them along to you. I will certainly be back on here and pass them along to all of you. Keep in mind, like I said, tornado watch still remains in effect for Preble, Butler, and Warren counties in Ohio, as well as Fayette, Union, and just Fayette and Union counties in Indiana until midnight. Okay. So that is it for now. I hope you all enjoyed the live stream, like I said. Any other warnings, I will be back on here to pass them along to you. Take care, stay safe, and have a great night, really.